In twilight's gentle hush, your mind begins its quiet dance between waking and dreaming, where your soul softly prances. This nightly voyage, gentle and slow, awaits your willing drift, inviting you to slip beneath the stars where science and wonder lift. When your eyelids flutter closed tonight, it is as though a curtain gently falls across the stage of your waking world. The hum of day fades into a hush as your body begins its sacred ritual, the slow voyage of sleep. You don't simply fall asleep. You arrive, tenderly stepping into a realm both familiar and strange. Imagine night not as an ending, but as the opening notes of a quiet symphony, soft shadows playing lightly against the walls of your mind. As this music breathes around you, your brain, that intricate, shimmering galaxy of neurons, begins a dance both mysterious and beautiful. This dance, dear dreamer, invites you into the theater of the sleeping mind. But what is sleep? More than just rest. Sleep is a carefully choreographed journey through different states of being. Your body's pulse slows down, your breath deepens, and your heart settles into a gentle rhythm, like the tides drawing back to reveal hidden shores. Behind your closed eyelids, your brainwaves slow their frantic pace, shifting from the busy chatter of wakefulness to the soft hum of relaxation. Now, picture these brainwaves as colors flowing across the canvas of your unconscious. At first, bright and fast, like sparklers in the dark, they begin to ease into slower, more serene rhythms. These rhythms mark the passing through different sleep stages, like stops on a dreamy train ride. The first stop is a tender twilight called N1, where you hover between worlds. You might feel a sudden twitch or a gentle falling sensation, like the last leaf letting go of its branch. Here, your body loosens its grip on the waking day, and your mind starts to float lightly away, balanced between the known and the unknown. Next, the train slows into a stage of soft shadows and quiet protection. Bursts of gentle electrical signals, called sleep spindles and K-complexes, names that sound like ancient lullabies, sweep through your brain. They wrap shield-like blankets around your senses to keep outside noises at bay, a comforting hush that preserves your peaceful voyage. Soon, you descend deeper into N3, the kingdom of deep sleep. Here, your brain produces slow, rolling waves, as vast and calm as the ocean's gentle pulse at midnight. This is the place of restoration, where your body repairs its temple, rebuilds muscles, and strengthens your defenses against the troubles of tomorrow. It's a secret garden in the dark, where the roots of vitality grow. And then, when least expected, your brain bursts into a sudden bloom of activity. Welcome to REM sleep, the dream factory. Your muscles become still, as if held by invisible hands, while your eyes flicker rapidly beneath closed lids, chasing unseen tennis balls in invisible courts of your mind. This stage is where your mind becomes a storyteller, weaving vivid tapestries of images, feelings, and strange narratives without the usual rules. In REM, your brain lights up in brilliant patches, like a fireworks display behind your eyes. The part of your brain called the amygdala, which stirs emotions like a painter mixes colors, pulses vividly. Your prefrontal cortex, the logical editor that keeps daytime thoughts orderly, quietly steps aside. With this gentle surrender, your dreams gain their quirks: flying castles, impossible journeys, conversations with animals, and moments that feel perfectly real, even when they defy all sense. Each minute cycle through these stages repeats 4 to 6 times through the night. Early hours cradle more of the deep, healing waves of N3, while the latter half blooms with longer dreams full of vivid color and wild imagination. It's as if your brain carefully schedules maintenance work before the late-night storytelling, a sacred balance, orchestrated without your conscious bidding. And while you drift on waves of sleep, your brain tirelessly sorts through memories, emotions, and fragments of the day, sewing them into the quilt of yourself. What a wondrous marvel it is that your mind continues to work quietly while your body lies still. And more poetic still is how your dreams take shape, not from anything ordered like a finished script, but by swaying improvisations like a jazz solo weaving through deeper mysteries. Tonight, as you settle beneath your blankets, picture yourself gently boarding that train once more, you, a passenger, on a voyage through the landscapes of the sleeping brain. Your mind begins to hum, your heart a quiet drum, and the soft curtain rises on a show performed only for you. Let the images float by, unbidden yet intimate. The theater is dark, the air still, and the stories yours looping, shifting, inviting your spirit to wander, to rest, to dream. Tonight, you are both audience and storyteller, explorer and sanctuary. And as these gentle rhythms soothe your senses, one thought drifts softly to the edges of your awareness. What stories will your brain conjure tonight, as the mind unwraps its oldest mysteries in the quiet dark? Let this question settle like a feather on your chest as you breathe slow, deep, easy, ready to drift further into the unseen, the unknown, the quietly imagined. Sleep is calling now, gently but insistently. Your brain's dance awaits. So close your eyes again and feel the ebb of waking fade. Let the theater of dreams unfold. Good night, dear traveler. Your mind is already writing its midnight tales. Tomorrow, as your eyes open anew, you might recall a spark, a shimmer, but for now, let the mystery hold you close, like a soft song softly sung. As the night deepens, your body and mind join a quiet orchestra, in harmony entwined. Each breath, each pulse, a gentle vibration, a lullaby, sung through soft maturation. Tonight, as you nestle deeper beneath your blankets, your body begins to play. A quiet symphony, a carefully tuned orchestra conducted by the rhythms of sleep. This orchestra is not loud or brash. It does not demand your attention with booming drums or blaring trumpets. Instead, it whispers gently, with the delicate touch of violins, the slow hum of cellos, and the soft sigh of the flute. And you, dear listener, are invited to dissolve into its soothing melodies. Sleep is not a single note played once and done. It is a cycle, a series of movements that your mind and body perform together in a slow, graceful dance through phases. Each phase brings its own unique music, its own textures of sound and silence, carrying you further from the waking world and deeper into restorative calm. Let's begin by understanding the main players in this nocturnal orchestra, the stages of sleep. Sleep divides into two primary categories: non-REM rapid eye movement, sleep, and REM sleep. Non-REM sleep itself unfolds in three beautiful movements called N1, N2, and N3. These stages, like parts of a delicate song, follow one after another, in about 90-minute cycles throughout the night, repeating again and again in a rhythmic looping pattern. The first movement, N1, is like the soft opening crescendo, the first gentle notes of a lullaby. It's the delicate turning of the day's last page. Your body slowly begins to relax, your muscles loosen, your breathing deepens, and your brainwaves turn from the quick chatter of wakefulness to the swirling, slow pulses of sleep's entrance. Here, your mind flutters lightly between consciousness and dreams like a butterfly resting on the edge of a flower petal. You might feel little twitches or the curious sensation of falling, as if your body is saying goodbye to the busy day. Next comes the N2 movement. Quieter yet deeper, an enveloping caress of soft sound and shadow. Your core temperature drops gently, your heart rate slows, and your eyelids lie still, no longer watching but resting. This stage occupies nearly half of your night's sleep, an unassuming but essential part of the symphony. The brain plays a fascinating riff here. Sleep, spindles and K-complexes. Think of these as the orchestra's delicate harp strings and cymbal crashes. Small bursts of electrical activity that protect your slumber by quieting the world outside. Like a guardian shielding your peaceful voyage, these bursts shush intrusive noises, a car horn, a slight creak, so you can stay swaddled in dreamless calm. Then, the music slows and deepens to N3, the slow, majestic swell, the grand cello and double bass of the night orchestra. This is deep, restorative sleep, where the brain produces slow delta waves, slow and smooth, pulsing like gentle ocean waves lapping a moonlit shore. This stage is a sacred sanctuary where your body repairs itself, muscles rebuild, tissues mend, your immune system strengthens. If sleep were a garden, N3 would be the fertile soil where roots grow silently and powerfully. Being roused from N3 is like waking from a deep, warm bath, slow, disorienting, and sometimes uncomfortable, because you're leaving the calmest part of the symphony. But this movement in your sleep is critical. It is here that your body gathers strength, your mind finds peace, and the night whispers a promise of renewal. Finally, you arrive at the lively, imaginative finale, REM sleep. The orchestra bursts into bright, swirling colors and playful rhythms. Your brain pulses with waves that rival the activity of your waking hours. Yet paradoxically, your body lies still, held in quiet muscle paralysis. Your eyes dart rapidly beneath closed lids, as if chasing invisible dreams. REM is the birthplace of dreams, the mind's great storyteller, painting vivid images and weaving curious tales with feelings that can be joyful, strange, or even unsettling. This stage is fascinating in how your emotional brain lights up like fireworks while the parts responsible for logical thought politely take a back seat. It is why dreams can break the rules of reality and dance freely in impossible worlds. Each sleep cycle begins softly and builds across the night. Early cycles are dominated by deep sleeps, restoration, quiet, steady, grounding, while later cycles grow longer and more richly embroidered with REM's colorful imaginings. This interplay of rest and creativity is nature's way of balancing healing and wonder through the night. But what about the music of your bodily rhythms? Your heart beats in quiet time with the sleep stages. During deep sleep, it slows, steady and calm. In REM, it can flutter gently like a bird's wing beats, responding to the dreamscape's emotional tides. Your breath follows suit, a slow, peaceful current in the deep phases, occasionally quickening in REM-like waves, playful beneath a moonbeam. This orchestration is finely tuned by your brain's internal clock. The circadian rhythm, like a conductor who never misses a beat, the circadian rhythm uses light and darkness, cues from the outside world to signal when to start and finish each movement of the sleep symphony. As the sun sets, this conductor gently wraps you in signals of tiredness, melatonin's soft glow, drawing your mind and body toward rest. Respecting this rhythm can make all the difference in how sweetly you sleep. When your bedtime aligns with your body's natural schedule, the orchestra plays effortlessly. But if the rhythm is disrupted by staying up too late, exposure to artificial light, or stress, the music can become jagged, and sleep suffers. That as you prepare to sail into tonight's quiet symphony, you might picture each sleep stage as a cherished instrument playing its part. You are the audience and the participant, carried gently on a wave of sound and softness. The delicate violin of N1, the hearty cello of N3, the playful flute of REM, all mingling to create a composition woven from the fabric of your own biology. And here is a quiet thought to carry with you as your breath slows and your eyelids grow heavy. Although you cannot hear this orchestra directly, it is playing for you always, a steady presence beneath your awareness. Each night, within your mind, beneath the quiet night, a secret garden blooms in gentle light. Neurons whisper soft, their patterns weave, a restful magic, found when you believe. As you drift deeper into sleep, your brain becomes a wondrous gardener, hidden place where life quietly renews itself beneath the moon's tender gaze. This secret garden is not like any outside garden you might see during the day. It is a realm of shimmering connections, where your brain's billions of cells, neurons, bloom in intricate patterns and gentle rhythms. Imagine stepping softly into this garden. The flowers you tend here are your memories, your thoughts, and your emotions, all gently nurtured by the soil of sleep. Each night, as you close your eyes and surrender to rest, your brain begins a careful work of growth and renewal, a process as delicate and vital as the slow unfurling of leaves after a spring rain. You might wonder, what exactly happens in this garden? How does your resting mind keep itself healthy, sharp, and ready to greet the new day? The answer is woven into several key processes that act like gardeners, pruning and nourishing the tangled vines of your waking life. First, there is the work of memory consolidation, the act of taking the day's many fleeting experiences and weaving them into lasting knowledge. Your brain doesn't just store every moment it encounters like an endless filing cabinet. Instead, it carefully chooses which seeds to plant, which flowers to bloom, and which weeds to pull. This delicate balance is essential because your mind cannot hold every detail, but it still needs to harvest what matters most. During the cycle of sleep, especially in the deep, serene phases called slow-wave sleep, or N3, the brain replays many of the day's experiences. Picture tiny streams of light moving through this garden, tracing the paths you walked, the faces you saw, the music you heard. This replay strengthens those memories, helping them root deeply in your mind's soil. It's like the brain is saying, this is important, grow here. But memory consolidation is not a solo act. The hippocampus, a small seahorse-shaped structure nestled deep in your brain, acts as the master gardener. By day, it gathers fresh cuttings, new experiences and information, and by night, it helps plant them into the vast fields of the cerebral cortex, where long-term memories take root and flourish. This garden also needs to clear out the dead leaves and fallen branches cluttering the paths. Sleep allows your brain to tidy up, clearing toxic waste and byproducts that accumulate during waking hours. Specialized cells, called glial cells, come awake while you sleep and perform a kind of nightly cleaning, flushing out these wastes through a deep clearing system known as the glymphatic system. Without this cleansing, your garden would become choked, dim and overgrown, making it harder for you to think clearly and feel well beyond cleaning and memory work. Sleep nurtures emotional balance, the soft roots beneath your garden's surface that connect to your heart and mind. Sleep, especially REM sleep with its vivid dreams and flickering eyes, is a time when your brain sorts through tangled feelings, helping you heal and regulate stress. It's like a gentle gardener tending to thorny bushes, trimming back the sharp edges so new growth can bloom peacefully. During REM, the amygdala, the little almond-shaped keeper of emotions, becomes lively, coloring dreams with feelings both tender and intense. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, your brain's calm and rational planner, takes a rest. This shift allows for emotional processing without judgment, offering a safe space to explore difficult feelings without fear. It is why dreams sometimes feel like emotional landscapes painted with vivid strokes of color and shadow. In this way, your secret garden is not only a place of quiet rest, but also of creative imagination. The dreaming mind, unconstrained by logic, lets ideas and feelings wander freely. This is why many artists, writers, and scientists find insight and inspiration in dreams. The brain's nocturnal garden is fertile ground for creativity to sprout. There is another subtle magic at work here: the strengthening of neural connections. When you learn something new or practice a skill, your brain forms fresh connections, like tiny vines extending toward in the quiet night where shadows play. Your heart and mind begin their gentle sway. Dreams whisper secrets in colors bright, painting emotions in soft moonlight. As you drift deeper into sleep, your dreams become more than just strange stories. They become the language of your emotions, the dance where your heart and mind meet beneath the starry veil. Imagine your sleeping brain as a grand ballroom where feelings swirl gracefully with memories, hopes, and fears. Twirling like dancers under a silvery moon, emotions are the vibrant colors that paint your dreams. They stir the imagination and give shape to the scenes behind your closed eyelids. You might find yourself flying joyfully, feeling the rush of wind and freedom, or caught in a shadowy chase, heart pounding like a drum. These dreams are not random. They are intimately tied to what you feel inside. At the core of these emotional dances is a small but powerful part of your brain called the amygdala, tiny almond-shaped cluster deep within, like a vigilant sentinel watching over your inner world. By day, the amygdala helps you recognize fear, joy, anger, and love. By night, it becomes a spirited conductor, orchestrating the emotions that weave through your dreams. During REM sleep, when most vivid dreaming unfolds, the amygdala bursts to life, glowing brightly in brain scans like a lantern in the dark. It stirs up feelings, coloring the dream experience with intensity and meaning. That flutter of excitement during a dream, or the sudden spike of fear in a nightmare, comes from its whispered cues. Interestingly, the part of your brain responsible for logical thinking, your prefrontal cortex, takes a gentle pause during REM. This silence is a kind invitation for your emotions to dance unchecked with your imagination. Without the usual filters of reason and order, your dreams bloom in vivid, often mysterious, emotional beauty. This interplay between feeling and logic helps explain why dreams sometimes feel wildly surreal or confusing. You're not bound by the rules of the waking world, where things must make sense. Instead, emotions take center stage, painting dream images that might appear as symbols or vivid reenactments of your inner life. Emotions also guide your brain's nightly work of sorting and healing. Throughout the day, your experiences, worries, frustrations gather like leaves in a quiet stream. If left unprocessed, this emotional buildup can overwhelm your heart and mind, but sleep, especially dreaming, helps gently clear that stream, allowing feelings to flow smoothly again. Think of your dreams as a safe dance floor where your heart practices the steps of emotional balance. By revisiting difficult feelings in dreamland, your brain experiments with understanding and responding to them. This nocturnal rehearsal can ease anxiety, soften pain, and prepare you to greet tomorrow with calm. One beautiful example is how dreaming helps with emotional memory. When you dream, your brain revisits events that carry strong feelings, perhaps a tense conversation, a joyful reunion, or a worry you couldn't shake. In dreams, these moments may replay with different endings or unexpected twists, offering new perspectives or gentle resolutions. This process also helps reduce the sharp edges of pain. Scientists have found that during REM sleep, your brain releases fewer stress chemicals. It's as if the emotional storm is allowed to pass, leaving behind a calm afterglow. This cluster of dream activity reshapes your memories, letting you hold difficult feelings without being overwhelmed. Your dreams may sometimes seem to swirl with symbolism, using images and stories that are not meant to be taken literally but to express emotion symbolically. A wild river might represent turbulent feelings. A soaring bird may embody freedom or hope. These symbols allow your mind to communicate through feeling rather than words, one of the deepest languages of the night. For instance, a dream of being lost might tap into feelings of uncertainty or fear in waking life. Yet, in the dream, you might also find a guiding light or a helping hand, a way of your brain offering comfort and reassurance. These little stories can brighten the night, like a candle flickering softly in a shadowed room. There are also dreams born from joy, a surprise visit from a dear friend, a sunny day at the beach, the laughter of children. These dreams sing the lullabies of happiness, nurturing hope and peace in your soul, like gentle raindrops nourishing a garden of calm. Yet, not all emotional dreams are soft or sweet. Nightmares, the stormy dances of the night, often arrive to stir fear and discomfort. These vivid, unsettling dreams serve a purpose too. They act as a kind of emotional alarm system, alerting you to stress or unresolved fears that need attention. Though frightening, nightmares may be your mind's way of rehearsing how to cope with danger or distress. They bring hidden anxieties to the surface, sometimes in wild, exaggerated forms that magnify the emotion so it can be recognized and processed. It's a nighttime therapy session conducted by your dreaming self. Thankfully, nightmares are just one part of the emotional dance. More often, dreams provide balance, a soft cushion of feelings that supports your mental health. When you sleep well and deeply, your dreams help weave peace into your waking days, a tender fabric spun from the threads of the night. Have you ever noticed how, after a good night's sleep, worries seem lighter and your heart feels a little softer? That is the dance of dreams at work. Quiet, invisible, yet profoundly real. And now, as you lie ready to drift once more into sleep's arms, imagine the dance floor waiting for you. Feel the gentle sway of the rhythm, the soft glow of moonlight shining down on the dancers, your thoughts, your feelings, your memories, all moving together in perfect harmony. What emotions will your dreams paint tonight? Will joy and wonder dance hand in hand? Will your heart find the courage to face the shadows? Or perhaps your dreams will simply cradle you softly, rocking you into calm. The night invites you to this timeless dance, one where your mind and heart speak. In the quiet borderlands between sleep and wake, a gentle whisper calls, a sparkling lake. You realize the dream is yours to steer, where wonder and awareness softly appear. Imagine yourself floating in a dream, the colors shifting softly like watercolor, blending on paper. The scenes feel vivid yet intangible, like mist gently brushing your skin. Now, in this space between waking and dreaming, a small, bright flame flickers inside your mind, a spark of clarity. You suddenly realize, I am dreaming. And with that gentle truth comes a gentle power, the ability to move within the dream, to shape it as if it were clay in your hands. This moment is called lucid dreaming, a rare and magical place where your sleeping mind wakes just enough to watch itself dream. It is a twilight whisper, the fragile boundary where your awareness folds into the world of dreams without fully leaving the land of waking. Lucid dreaming is a remarkable dance of the brain. Typically, during REM sleep, a stage where most dreams happen, the part of your brain responsible for logic and self-awareness, the prefrontal cortex, quiets down. That's why most dreams feel wild, unpredictable, and strange. But in lucid dreams, this prefrontal cortex flickers back to life, like a lighthouse shining softly in the night. It shines not in full daylight, but just enough so that you recognize the dream's surreal nature within its flowing river of images. This delicate balance creates a hybrid state of consciousness, a dream world where you are both participant and observer, You can watch with wonder, laugh at the absurd, or gently steer your journey through the shifting scenery. Sometimes you fly with birds that sing songs you've never heard before. Other times you stroll quietly beside a river reflecting stars that don't exist in waking life. Lucid dreaming has fascinated humanity for centuries. In ancient Tibetan Buddhism, a practice called dream yoga teaches practitioners to become aware within dreams to explore consciousness and liberation. Western scientists only began to study lucid dreaming more systematically about 50 years ago with the advent of sleep laboratories. A striking discovery was that some lucid dreamers can signal from inside their dreams by moving their eyes in predetermined patterns while remaining asleep. This was a breakthrough, a bridge between sleeper and waking world. Proof that inside the dream, awareness can navigate and communicate. How does one invite lucid dreaming? While some stumble into it by chance, perhaps during a particularly vivid dream when a question bubbles up, is this real? Many learn to cultivate this gentle skill. One simple method is the practice of reality checks during the day. Ask yourself, softly and kindly, am I dreaming now? Notice your carefully. Are the clocks ticking strangely? Do the laws of gravity feel usual? With practice, this habit might bloom within dreams themselves, waking your mind to awareness. Another approach involves setting intentions before sleep. As you breathe slowly and feel your body sink into rest, repeat a quiet phrase. Tonight, I will realize I am dreaming. It's a seed planted gently in the fertile soil of your subconscious, waiting to sprout in the dream garden. Lucid dreaming is often a playground of creativity and joy. You might explore worlds painted from your deepest imagination. Practice skills like playing an instrument, or speaking a new language, or simply enjoy the freedom to fly, breathe underwater, or dance with shadows. There is a unique magic in knowing you can touch the stars painted by your sleeping mind. Yet lucid dreaming is also a soft refuge. For those troubled by nightmares, the spark of lucidity can transform fear into calm strength. Picture yourself realizing in a nightmare, this is a dream, I am safe. You might then choose to face the shadow chasing you, gently change the storyline, or simply wake yourself with kindness. It's like handing your dreaming self a lantern to light the way through the dark forest. The science behind lucid dreaming reveals much about consciousness itself. Brain imaging shows shifts in electrical activity as lucidity awakens. As the night wraps you in soft embrace, your mind replays life's gentle trace. Scenes flicker silently like fading light, whispering stories to cradle your night. Tonight, as you close your eyes and drift further into the realm of sleep, your mind begins an extraordinary act of quiet rehearsal. Imagine your thoughts, feelings, and memories gathering in soft clusters like tiny fireflies, gently flickering and weaving through the dark forest of your sleeping brain. This is the secret work of memory consolidation, a process where the scenes of your day replay, reshaped, and refined. Behind closed eyelids. Memory is not a static snapshot, but a living, breathing story. During waking hours, your brain collects countless fragments of experienced faces, places, words, sounds, touches, and stores them as seeds, waiting for the right season to bloom. But while you rest, a patient gardener takes these seeds, plants them deep in the soil of your mind, watering and pruning so that what matters most grows strong and clear. This nightly replay is especially vivid during deep and REM sleep stages, where your brain rehearses what it has learned and felt. It's as if your mind softly rewinds the day's movie and plays it again, sometimes in perfect detail, sometimes mixing scenes and feelings to help make sense of the jumbled puzzle. You might wonder, how does your brain choose what to remember and what to gently forget? It all starts in a remarkable brain region called the hippocampus, a small seahorse-shaped area that acts like a master librarian. By day, the hippocampus records fresh memories, tagging them for importance. At night, it gently passes these tags back and forth to the cerebral cortex, the brain's vast library, where long-term memories find proper shelves. During deep sleep, your brain's electrical signals slow down, sending giant waves of calm through the cortex, creating the perfect environment to move memories from short-term storage to lasting places. This slow-wave sleep is like a quiet train station, where all memories pause before continuing their journey. But memory consolidation is not just about filing away facts and faces. It also involves weaving feelings into the fabric of memory. When you experience something joyful, sad, or even scary during the day, your brain tags those moments with an emotional hue. During REM sleep, your mind revisits these moments with the emotional centers alight, helping to cushion the impact of strong feelings, softening sharp edges, so you can carry lessons forward without being overwhelmed. This replay is not always orderly. Dreams during REM often swirl fragments of recent memories with older remnants, mixing familiar places with strange twists, much like a painter blending new colors on their canvas. This blending may seem chaotic, but it is your brain's way of creatively testing connections, emotions, and solutions. Perhaps this is why sometimes you wake with an answer that eluded you the day before. Gentle insight seeded by the night's quiet work. It's as if your mind is running gentle dress rehearsals, spotting errors, fixing mistakes, and imagining new paths. The process also has a delicate balance. If you don't get enough deep or REM sleep, your brain's rehearsal room gets crowded, leaving memories fuzzy or emotions tangled. You may wake feeling foggy, weighed down by worries, or forgetful of simple things. Sleep is the stage where your brain sets the scene for clarity and calm. But the beauty of this nightly playback is that it's not just a replay, it's a transformation. Memories do not remain fixed like frozen photos in an album. They are continuously reshaped and refreshed, warmed by feelings, cooled by reflection. This living process connects your past experiences to your present self and the unfolding future. You too are part of this quiet story, the silent author of an ever-growing narrative written in the language of neurons and dreams. Your mind treasures some moments like cherished poems, highlights others like lessons in a tale, and quietly lets go of what no longer serves. As you breathe slow and steady, picture your sleeping brain softly glowing like a lantern in the dark, each flicker a memory, each wave a whisper. Your thoughts wander through familiar streets, faces, and feelings, making peace with the day gone by. So when you awaken tomorrow, you carry with you the echoes of this quiet dancer, mind refreshed, emotions gently soothed, and memories tenderly arranged like stars across a calm night sky. One last gentle thought to cradle your dreams tonight. What stories will your mind replay? Which moments will it sing softly, and which will it fold away, safe in the secret vaults of your sleeping garden? Let these questions rest gently on your heart as you drift into sleep's quiet art, where every memory is a soft light, guiding you calmly through the night. Beneath the starlit sky of night, silent architects work out of sight, weaving strength in secret hues, building dreams, preparing you as you sink deeper into the embrace of night. Your body rests, but your brain hums softly with quiet activity. Sleep is not just a pause from living, it is a time when your mind becomes an architect, patiently building and repairing, reinforcing what you need for tomorrow and beyond. Imagine your brain as a silent construction site nestled in the dark, where tiny workers rebuild bridges, lay new foundations, and smooth uneven pathways. These workers are busy even though you're still and dreaming. They don't tap or shout. They attend their tasks with gentle precision and steady care. First, consider the vital role of sleep in building memories. When you learn a new skill, it's a song, a dance, or the names of stars, the blueprint starts in your waking mind. But it's during sleep, in particular in deep and REM phases, that the fine craftsmanship happens. Your brain strengthens these new connections, like gluing delicate tiles into a mosaic. Sleep solidifies what you've learned, making skills and knowledge stick as securely as bricks in a wall. This construction is guided by an elegant rhythm. During deep sleep, slow wave oscillations flow through your brain, just like a steady hammer tapping rhythmically on stone. These waves encourage neurons to talk and sync, strengthening the pathways of memory and learning. The brain practices this rerun quietly, replaying the day's important moments as if rehearsing blueprints for a beautiful structure. Sleep spindles, brief bursts of electrical activity pop up like sparks from a welder's torch, further reinforcing the neural connections. But sleep's architectural magic goes beyond memories. It's also a time for profound restoration. Your body's cells, exhausted from the day's demands, begin their repair. Muscles rebuild and grow stronger, wounds mend, and your immune system recharges, ready to protect you from invisible threats. Growth hormone, a special messenger, released mostly during deep sleep, acts like a foreman, signaling workers to carry out these essential repairs. Without this restorative work, your body's scaffolding would weaken, leaving you vulnerable and weary. Inside your brain's construction site, Glial cells serve as the unsung custodians. They tidy debris left by a day's thought and activity, sweeping away toxins and waste with the efficiency of a nightly cleaning crew. This cleansing happens, especially through the lymphatic system, a network that kicks into gear when you sleep deeply, flushing impurities so your brain stays fresh and ready to face the coming day. Think of it as rain washing clean the streets of a city before dawn. Sleep also crafts emotional resilience. You've likely noticed how a bad night's sleep can make small worries swell like waves, while a good night can soften your heart and steady your mind. During REM sleep, vivid dreaming mingles with the work of emotional processing. The amygdala, the emotional hub, stirs to life, coloring dreams with feeling, while the prefrontal cortex rests, allowing emotions to be explored freely without harsh judgment. This interplay acts as a soft kill, gently firing the fragile wares of our feelings into vessels that can hold more grace, courage, and calm. More deeply, sleep is an architect of creativity. The wandering mind during dreams loosens the chains of logic and routine, allowing new ideas to take shape. Have you ever awakened with a fresh perspective or a sudden solution? This surprise insight is often a gift from your sleeping brain's workshop. As your mind weaves together seemingly unrelated fragments of knowledge and emotion in dreams, it creates a fertile ground where creative thoughts sprout like delicate seedlings. Some fascinating research supports this idea. Scientists have discovered that in sleep, especially REM, connections form between distant brain regions, encouraging unexpected leaps of thought. This nocturnal networking is like bringing together diverse artisans in a workshop to craft something new and wondrous. The night's quiet hum becomes the gentle pulse of innovation, and so sleep's architecture is a delicate balance of preservation, renewal, and invention. It builds the foundations of memory and skill, repairs the body's wear and tear, clears away the clutter, soothes the heart's raw edges, and sparks the flames of creativity. Each of these functions supports your waking life in ways you might never suspect until you notice the subtle strength behind your steady hands, the calm in your thoughts, or the unexpected glow of a freshly hatched idea. When sleep architecture falters due to stress, illness, or poor habits, the builders lose their rhythm. Construction slows or halts, pathways weaken, repairs lag behind, and your mind and body suffer. That fog that clouds your attention, or the knot of anxiety pressing on your chest, often trace back to nights when your brain's architects were kept from their work. This is a quiet reminder of the power and necessity of giving sleep its rightful place. Tonight, as you prepare to drift once more into sleep's realm, picture this hidden construction site humming softly within you. The builders pick up their tools with care, tender yet meticulous. The delicate dance of neurons and cells, of waves and quiet pulses, begins anew. Your memories lay themselves gently onto shelves built through cycles of sleep. The strength you gain from restful restoration fills your bones and muscles. Emotional balance, crafted in dreamscapes, cushions your spirit, and creativity's flame kindles softly in the dark. Before you fully succumb to sleep's tender arms, consider the wonder of these nightly architects. Invisible yet indispensable, their work is the quiet foundation beneath every breath you take, every thought you think, and every dream you dare to dream. Sleep is not a break, but a building, a midnight workshop, gentle and sure. And you, dear dreamer, are its masterpiece, whole, growing, and quietly secure. What new strength and stories will this night's builders craft for you? With each breath, sink softer, and let the quiet symphony of restoration and creation carry you deeper into rest. Good night, dear traveler. The architects are at work. In the quiet depths where silence sings, your mind speaks softly, unfolding wings, messages woven in whispers and light, a secret language born of night. Tonight, as the gentle tide of sleep carries you deeper into its embrace, your mind begins to speak a language all its own, a soft, secret code woven from patterns of thought, feeling, and sensation. This language isn't like words you hear or write, but a delicate and shifting symphony of signals that communicate with the far corners of your brain and body. It's the language of the sleeping mind, spoken quietly behind your closed eyelids. Imagine your brain as a vast cathedral where countless voices murmur, sing, and respond. Some voices are loud and easily heard, like your waking thoughts, clear and commanding. Others, like the messages of sleep, are subtle and mysterious, woven through waves of electrical rhythms and chemical dances. Scientists call this neural Communication, a remarkable network of cells, neurons, talking to one another with sparks of electricity and bursts of chemicals, called neurotransmitters. When you're awake, these conversations tend to be fast and busy, sorting through the world outside. But when you sleep, especially in dreams, they slow and shift, turning inward toward a more poetic dialogue. During REM sleep, the brain's electric pulses swirl in rich patterns that look like twinkling constellations when seen on a screen. These patterns are part of how the brain makes sense of the countless inputs it receives: memories, emotions, sensory impressions, transforming them into the vivid stories you call dreams. But the language they speak isn't straightforward or literal. It's symbolic, metaphoric, and deeply personal. Picture this. Your brain's neurons send signals that ripple like gentle waves through a still lake. These waves ripple and overlap, creating patterns of light and shadow that your mind decodes into feeling and image. That fluttering sensation in your chest during a dream, a neuron chorus singing the song of your heart's fears or hopes. Those bursting flashes of color and shifting scenes, a painter's palette mixing your mood, memories, and curiosity into art. But what exactly are these signals trying to say? It's a subtle dance, your brain's way of sorting, healing, and imagining all at once. The amygdala, that tiny almond-shaped guardian of emotion, sends pulses that color dreams with joy, fear, love, or sorrow. Meanwhile, the hippocampus pulls threads from memory's tapestry, weaving scenes from both present and past into the dream's fabric. This dance is balanced by other parts. The prefrontal cortex softly folds away its strict logic, giving the imagination room to roam freely without rules. Your sensory cortex, usually busy with sights, sounds, tastes, and touches, hums quietly like a gentle breeze, bringing fragments of awake world sensations into the dream's mysterious stage. Even deeper secrets hide in these whispered signals. Neuroscientists have found that the sleeping brain sends coded bursts, called sleep spindles and K-complexes, brief flourishes of activity that seem to guard your rest, shielding you from noise and distraction like invisible lullabies sung by your own mind. These communications also guide the important work of memory consolidation, the gentle filing and sorting of the day's experiences into long-term storage. The brain's quiet conversations decide which details to treasure and which to gently let go, always tending to the garden of your mind with care and precision. The secret language of sleep may also be an unspoken dialogue with your body. The mind sends calm signals to relax muscles, slow the breath, and steady the heartbeat, while sensing the quiet rumblings of hunger, temperature, or discomfort, weaving them into the background tapestry of rest. Sometimes, this language becomes a dream, a narrative whispered in the universal dialect of metaphor and symbol. When your mind dreams of flying, it may be whispering freedom. When you dream of falling, it could be asking you to trust the unseen support beneath. When the dream feels confusing and strange, it might be reminding you that some messages reach you not by straightforward speech, but by feeling and intuition. This secret code is unique to you. No one else speaks it in exactly the same way, because it emerges from your personal story, your thoughts, your heart's landscape. Like a handwritten letter from your own deepest self, the language of your sleeping mind is intimate and sacred. And yet, despite its mystery, there are gentle patterns you can learn to recognize. Like the recurring symbol or theme that drifts through your dreams across nights, offering soft guidance or subtle clues. By listening closely, you might find your mind's quiet conversations offering comfort, insight, or creative spark. Here is a tender thought to carry as you prepare to drift further into sleep. This secret language is a conversation between your sleeping mind and your waking self, a dialogue spanning the threshold of consciousness. Though you may not always remember the words, you feel the message in the calm of your breath, the softness of your heart, and the gentle unfolding of your soul. Tonight, let the whispers of your inner world fill the quiet spaces. Let the hidden voices sing their lullabies. As your mind weaves its secret tales, you are safe, held, and listened to in the language of night. What messages might your dreaming mind send you this evening? What quiet truths might float just beneath your waking awareness, waiting patiently to be heard? Let this question settle softly with you, like moonlight falling upon a still lake. Breathe slow, feel safe, and allow your mind to speak its gentle language in the sweet silence of sleep. In the secret language of the sleeping mind, You are both listener and poet, the dream and the dreamer, cradled softly in night's tender embrace. Beneath the velvet canopy of night, silent guardians keep watch in soft light. They shield, they heal, in quiet embrace, ensuring your body and mind find their place. As you lie nestled in your bed, wrapped in warmth and quiet, an invisible team begins its sacred vigil. These guardians of night are neither shadowy figures nor whispered myths, but the very processes of your body and brain, working gently, tirelessly to protect and restore you. Sleep is not just rest, it's the vigilant caretaker that stands watch while you dream, the healer that quietly mends, and the shield that safeguards the treasures of your waking self. Imagine these nighttime protectors moving softly through your veins and neurons, as delicate as a breeze and as steady as the tides. They come in many forms: cells, chemicals, rhythms, all united in a sacred dance designed to keep you whole. Your immune system, the sentinel army of your body, rests during the day, alert yet busy fighting stray invaders. But at night, it shifts into repair mode. White blood cells muster quietly, producing healing signals and defense molecules. Sleep deepens their ranks and strategies, giving your body the strength to fend off illness and mend wounds with quiet efficiency. Without this nightly boost, minor injuries could linger, and small infections might grow unchecked. Your brain, that wondrous universe inside your skull, is no less protected. During sleep, especially in the slow, deep phases called N3 or slow wave sleep, your brain undertakes a remarkable cleaning ritual. This is when the glymphatic system, the brain's unique plumbing, springs into action. Like a gentle stream washing through hills, it flushes away the metabolic waste and toxins that build up during your busy, light-filled day. Imagine tiny rivers winding through your mind's secret garden, carrying away the debris that interferes with clarity and focus. Without this cleansing, the poisons could cloud your thoughts, dull your emotions, and even increase the risk of neurological diseases. In this way, sleep protects not just today's thoughts, but your brain's long-term health. But there is more magic yet. Sleep also helps regulate the delicate balance of hormones, those whispering messengers that tell your body how to grow, rest, and respond. Growth hormone, released mostly during deep sleep, nudges your muscles and bones to repair and rebuild. Cortisol, the stress hormone, finds calm and rhythm again, preparing you to meet the next day's challenges without overwhelm. Your heart, that steady drumbeat within your chest, slows and steadies in the arms of sleep. Blood pressure dips like the tide pulling back from the shore, giving your vessels a much-needed respite. This nightly rest guards your cardiovascular health, lowering the risk of disease and fatigue. Even your breathing finds a quiet harmony. As you sleep, your breath deepens and slows, carrying life-giving oxygen softly to every cell. The rhythm calms your nervous system, gently nudging your body into a state of peaceful restoration. The nervous system itself, that complex web controlling every part of you, uses sleep to reset and rebalance. The parasympathetic rest and digest state takes the helm, quieting the fight-or-flight alarms that kept you alert through the day. Your muscles relax fully, your digestive system receives attention, and your mind drifts into a restful calm. Sleep also shields your emotional well-being. By night, your brain processes the day's emotional experiences with care and compassion. The amygdala, keeper of emotion, is both active and soothed, as your dreams help integrate feelings and reduce stress. This emotional healing is vital to maintaining resilience, the ability to bounce back from life's ups and downs with grace. Interestingly, sleep guardians also watch over your memories, choosing carefully which to keep and which to release. This selective preservation protects your mind from overload, helping you wake refreshed with clear thoughts and calm feelings. But what if these nightly protectors are disturbed? When sleep is fragmented, shortened, or interrupted, the consequences ripple gently through your body and mind. The immune system weakens, making colds stick around longer and wounds heal slower. The brain's cleaning slows, allowing toxin buildup that clouds your thinking and dulls your mood. Hormones fall out of sync, and your heart and blood pressure lose their restful pause, increasing strain and vulnerability. Without restful sleep, your emotional balance suffers too. The brain's careful counseling during dreams is cut short, making it harder to regulate stress and frustration. Memories become jumbled or forgotten, making learning and focus more difficult. Your energy fades, patience thins, and even small Worries can feel overwhelming. Yet, the guardians of night are patient and resilient. They work quietly even when your rest is imperfect, always ready to restore balance when given the chance. With gentle care, respecting your sleep schedule, creating a calm environment, and surrendering without resistance, you invite these protectors to do their best work. So tonight, as you prepare to journey once again into the landscape of dreams, picture these guardians moving softly through your being, tiny healers, gentle cleansers, tireless sentinels, protecting all you are. Feel their steady presence like a lullaby whispered deep inside you, a promise of safety, renewal, and strength. As your breath slows, your muscles soften, and your heart settles into a gentle rhythm. Ask yourself, how can I honor these guardians? How can I protect my sacred time of sleep, that vital space where healing blooms? The night is long, but the guardians never tire. They will keep watch, carrying you on waves of peace and strength, until the morning light wraps you in its warm embrace. Sleep is the quiet guardian of your life's story, a soft shield guarding all you hold dear, cradling your body and mind with gentle hands, and weaving wellness through each restful hour. Good night, dear traveler. Your guardians are watching over you. In the quiet cradle of night's embrace, your body and mind renew their grace. Silent whispers in shadowed halls, tender guardians answer the calls as you sink beneath your covers and close your eyes. A quiet symphony begins within your body, a harmonious performance of healing, peace, and renewal. Sleep isn't just a pause from the world. It is a sacred time when your body's gentle guardians stir to life, orchestrating a complex dance that protects, repairs, and restores every fiber of your being. Imagine your body as a serene sanctuary, where countless caretakers work softly, unseen, turning over stones and tending to delicate blooms. These caretakers are cells and systems that keep watch over you all night long, ensuring your morning will greet you with strength and calm. From the moment your head touches the pillow, your nervous system softly signals your breath to slow and deepen, like waves gently rolling on a midnight shore. This new rhythm is a balm. Your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest guardian, takes the lead, quieting your fight-or-flight alarms and inviting relaxation to settle. In every muscle and thought, your heart responds with a softened beat, slowing from the busy pace of the day to a calm, steady drum. Blood pressure lowers like the tide receding to reveal hidden shores, giving your heart a chance for gentle rest and repair. This slowed rhythm circulates fresh oxygen and nourishing nutrients, bathing your cells in the purest of waters. A vital messenger stirs quietly in this calm. Growth hormone pulses through your bloodstream during deep sleep, called the Midnight Architect. This hormone guides your body's repair crews, signaling muscles to rebuild, wounds to mend, and bones to strengthen. It's the silent architect behind your morning's resilience, crafting the frameworks of strength so you can stand tall in the light. Meanwhile, your immune system, the body's vigilant defender, rallies quietly but powerfully in this time of rest. White blood cells patrol the bloodstream, multiplying and sharpening their defenses. This overnight boost arms you against invisible threats, preparing shields and healing wounds even before dawn's first light. Sleep is the fortress where your health is fortified and your defenses renewed. But this guarded peace is more than physical. Your body's temperature drops gently, like a cozy hearth dimming its flames to invite rest, while your skin remains warm and safe beneath blankets. Even your digestive system slows to a nurturing lullaby, allowing energy to focus inward on healing rather than work. Sleep's guardians stretch their care to the brain's very core, the glymphatic system, a subtle network of cleansing rivers. In your mind, wakes from its daytime slumber as you sink into rest. It sweeps away the day's waste, discarded chemicals and toxins that, if left behind, cloud your thoughts and dull your senses. Picture tiny streams of light flowing through your brain's valleys and hills, washing pathways clean so new ideas can sprout with clarity. This nightly detox is essential, for a cluttered mind is a heavy mind, and so, your sleeping brain becomes a quiet sanctuary, clear and luminous. Even your muscles participate in this tender vigil, relaxing fully into softness, releasing the tension of movement and stress. Your joints and tendons stretch out in secret stretches while you dream, preparing to greet tomorrow without stiffness or pain. Now, The delicate paralysis of REM sleep offers its own kind of protection. This gentle stillness holds your body safe as your mind roams free in vivid landscapes behind closed eyes. It guards against movement that might injure or disrupt the rest. Think of it as a gentle cradle, rocking your body to stillness so your spirit can wander boundlessly. All through these stages, your breath remains slow and rhythmic, a silent song flowing in and out. This steady current feeds life to every cell, supports calming signals in your brain, and invites your whole being into a state of peaceful surrender. If you listen closely, this orchestration is a lullaby written just for you, a tender, invisible song that sings your body softly to rest and renewal. But what if these guardians stumble? If stress, illness, or restless habits disturb this delicate balance, the process becomes fragile. The heart races instead of resting. Muscles stay tight instead of softening. The cleansing streams slow down. Without this nightly peace, your mornings arrive heavy and foggy, your spirit dimmed, and your body aching for release. That's why giving yourself the gift of good sleep is an act of kindness, a reverence for the quiet sacredness woven through every cell and system. Honoring your sleep is honoring the very architecture of your health and well-being. As you prepare for tonight's journey, picture your invisible caretakers assembling in the twilight of your mind and body. Imagine them lighting tiny lanterns, unfolding gentle blankets, and smoothing every rough edge. Feel their warmth, soft and steady, surrounding you like a whispered promise, a promise of healing, safety, and peace. And here is a quiet thought to carry as your breath slows and your heartbeat softens. You are held by ancient guardians of rest and renewal, their care ceaseless, their touch as gentle as the night breeze. In their quiet company, you may surrender fully, knowing you are safe, restored, and deeply cherished. Tonight, let your body's guardians weave their magic. Let your mind descend softly into the arms of sleep, where healing blooms, peace reigns, and your whole being sings quietly beneath the stars. What peaceful mysteries will their care reveal to you? What restful strength will you carry into the dawn? Sleep is the gentle dance of care and calm, a tender gift whispered in darkness, and you, dear dreamer, are held always in the soft embrace of the night's quiet heart. In the quiet cradle of endless night, your body glows with soft healing light. Layers of rest weave a gentle glow, where wellness blooms and spirits grow. As you nestle deeper into sleep's embrace, your body and mind begin a tender work of healing and renewal, an ancient dance choreographed by nature itself. Each breath you take, every slow pulse, is part of a vast orchestra gently tuned to restore you, to balance the intricate systems within, and to prepare you for the new dawn. Imagine a soft, radiant light rising from within, glowing quietly in the depths of your being. This light is the essence of healing, unseen but deeply felt. It flows through every cell, every tissue, infusing them with calm and strength. Sleep is the time when this healing light shines brightest, silently knitting together the scattered parts of your body and soul. Your skin, the shield between you and the world, repairs its tiny cracks and bruises during sleep. Cells multiply and rebuild, weaving a stronger, softer tapestry. It is as if your body's artists work through the night, painting strokes of renewal over every surface. This repair is both quiet and profound, invisible to your eyes but vibrant in its effect. Deeper still, your muscles soak in rest. Exhaustion melts away like early morning mist, giving way to fresh power. Growth hormone, nature's messenger of repair, pulses through your bloodstream with careful rhythm. It signals muscles to rebuild and bones to strengthen, crafting a body that can carry you confidently through waking hours. Your heart, nestled beneath gentle layers of ribs, beats its steady drum in slowed harmony with sleep's calm. Blood flows with ease, delivering oxygen and nutrients like a gentle stream nourishing a distant garden. As blood pressure dips and vessels relax, your cardiovascular system rests deeply, letting fatigue dissolve into peace. Breathing, that quiet primal rhythm, flows slowly and fully. Now each inhale draws life-giving air. Each exhale releases tension. Your lungs expand gently beneath still sheets, filling your body with oxygen that fuels cells rebuilding and renewing. The rhythm of breath is a lullaby, singing your body softly into rest. Within your brain, the light of healing shines too, lighting pathways of repair and growth. The glymphatic system, your brain's secret recycler, bustles like a gentle river, flushing away toxins and wastes that collect during the day's busy work. This nighttime cleansing leaves your mind clear and refreshed, ready to greet tomorrow's challenges with sharpness and ease. Sleep also nurtures your immune system, quietly strengthening your defenses. White blood cells multiply in hidden corners, armed and ready. This nightly training helps protect you from illness, healing minor wounds, and shielding against invisible invaders. Your body's armor is reforged beneath the moon's watchful eye. But healing during sleep is not only physical, it cradles your emotions with a velvet touch. Your dreams, vivid and tender, drift like warm whispers across your heart. They are a gentle therapist, helping to soothe worries and smooth the edges of stress. When emotions feel tangled or heavy, sleep untwists their threads, weaving calm back into your spirit. Each night, your mind practices forgiveness and release, allowing old pains to soften gently or fade away completely. This quiet emotional work recharges the light within, filling your inner world with kindness, hope, and resilience. Like a garden tended lovingly after a storm, your heart regrows strength while you rest, and there is creativity too, blooming quietly in sleep's fertile soil. The boundaries of logic soften, imagination flows more freely, and connections once hidden become visible, like stars in a twilight sky. New ideas take shape, problems find new solutions, and your spirit dances lightly in realms unseen by waking eyes. This healing light does not rush. It moves leisurely, like a warm tide folded softly into the shore. The slow rhythm of sleep is essential, giving your body and mind permission to rest fully, to dive into deep restoration and gentle repair. Sleep is the sacred sanctuary where this healing unfolds, away from the noise and rush of the day. Yet, the power of this renewal depends on trust in the process, trust in yourself to let go. Surrendering to sleep is like handing your cares to a quietly diligent caretaker who knows how to mend the hidden cracks, smooth the rough edges, and renew the whole. The more you trust, the fuller and deeper this healing flow becomes. So tonight, as you settle beneath your blankets, imagine that soft light glowing warmly inside you, an ever-present source of comfort and strength. Let it illuminate your muscles, fill your lungs, soothe your heart, and brighten your mind with ease. Feel its gentle touch, releasing tension and weaving peace through every fiber. Take a deep, slow breath, and let the healing light expand softly within your chest. With every exhale, feel your body relax further, your mind grow calm, and your spirit rest gently as if the very stars themselves are cradling you close. Before you drift fully into sleep's quiet embrace, hold this thought gently in your heart. Sleep is your body's healer, your mind's quiet friend, and your soul's soft sanctuary. It's the light that mends you when the world is dark, the warmth that fills you when the night grows cold. And as the night carries you deeper, remember, you are whole, you are safe, and you are renewed with every breath, every dream, every moment of rest. Sleep gently now, dear traveler, held softly in healing light. Dream deeply, and awaken, with your spirit shining bright. Soft as moonlight weaving through trees, invisible threads hum gentle keys, binding your mind to memories bright, and sewing your dreams to morning light. As you rest quietly beneath the night's tender shawl, your sleeping mind engages in a subtle but profound dance, one that connects the delicate spiderwebs of your memories, emotions, and senses into a tapestry richer than any waking thought. Sleep is not just a pause from life, but a time when the threads between your mind and the world weave together with gentle precision. Imagine these threads as fine, silver filaments, shimmering softly beneath your eyelids, invisible yet strong. They connect moments from yesterday, feelings from the day before, and ancient experiences coded deep inside you. Together, they form a vast web of connection, holding your sense of self steady even as your mind wanders freely in the dreamscape. This web is woven by your brain's intricate networks. While you sleep, neuron messengers in your brain exchange whispered signals across vast regions, knitting together fragments of experience in a slow, deliberate rhythm. This connectivity helps your mind make sense of everything you have seen, felt, and thought. Particularly important is how sleep helps bind memory with meaning. The process is like threading pearls on a string, moving beyond mere fact recall. Sleep arranges memories in context, linking them to emotions and sensory details that give them depth and color. This binding allows you not just to remember, but to understand and integrate, like turning separate notes on a page into a song that feels familiar and true. Think of how a scent or a sound can suddenly bring back a memory in vivid detail. Sleep preserves these connections, making them stronger and more accessible. The hippocampus, your brain's master weaver of memories, works with the cortex to fuse recent experiences with older knowledge, creating a layered narrative that supports your growth and learning. But the invisible threads don't stop there. Sleep also knits together your emotional landscape. Emotions don't float alone. They are tied to memories and dreams. When you sleep, these bonds soften, allowing you to revisit delicate feelings with less intensity, often in the form of dreams, where your heart can explore without the weight of worry. The amygdala, the guardian of emotion nestled deep in your brain, pulses gently during REM sleep, nudging these emotional threads to loosen tight knots of anxiety or sadness. At the same time, your prefrontal cortex relaxes its grip, permitting your feelings to flow with freer rhythm, like a river finding new paths through a quiet valley. This weaving is also creative. As your logic rests, your imagination unfurls, stretching threads from far corners of your experience to link unexpected ideas. Sleep scatters seeds across your mind's quilt, encouraging connections you might never consider when awake. That sudden spark of insight upon waking, an answer to a puzzling question. A fresh perspective often comes from these nocturnal weavings. What's more, sleep helps repair and strengthen the invisible connections in your brain itself. Neurons grow stronger synapses where signals flow smoothly like well-worn paths. This neuroplasticity supports all learning, from simple skills to complex wisdom. Sleep's gentle embrace is the loom on which your brain renews its capacity to adapt, change, and flourish. But the threads of sleep's work don't only connect inside your brain, they reach outward, linking you to your body and your world. As you dream, your mind replays sensory experiences, the touch of a friendly hand, the rustle of leaves in the breeze, the taste of sweetness on your tongue. These sensations are woven into your dreams, anchoring them to the waking world and reinforcing your sense of presence. Consider how your body itself participates in this webbing. Internal signals like your heartbeat, breathing, and temperature send messages to your brain, reminding it gently of the here and now, even as it drifts through dreams. This continuous dialogue helps maintain balance, preventing your mind from floating too far away into fantasy. Sleep's invisible threads also carry the wisdom of your ancestors, passed down through millennia, embedded in your genes and brain patterns. They link you to an ancient rhythm of rest and renewal shared by all living creatures. In this way, your sleep ties you not only to your own life, but to the vast, unfolding story of life itself. And though you may not notice these threads in your waking moments, they are there, steady, supportive, and essential. Each morning you arise, woven anew, your mind's intricate tapestry refreshed and ready to catch the light of a new day. As your breath slows and your heart settles, imagine these invisible threads weaving silently inside you, connections of memory, feeling, and presence. Let the thought cradle you gently. Know that as you sleep, your mind is not simply resting, but quietly stitching together the fabric of who you are. Before you drift fully into peaceful slumber, ask yourself gently, what new patterns will my dreams weave tonight? What quiet connections will strengthen the ties between my thoughts, my heart, and the waking world? Let this soft question settle like dew, and feel the threads that hold you true. Sleep well, dear traveler, in the web of night, held tenderly by invisible light. Beyond the veil of night's soft sigh, your dreams stretch out beneath the sky, a bridge to dawn, a gentle flight, where new beginnings greet the light. As you settle deeper into the quiet folds of the night, your mind and body are quietly preparing for the delicate crossing from darkness to day. Sleep is more than the peaceful rest you feel. It is the bridge that carries you gently toward tomorrow, weaving together what was, what is, and what might be. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast horizon, where night and day hold hands in a tender embrace. Behind you lies all you have lived, through the memories, feelings, lessons, and stories of your day. Ahead, the new light invites you forward, full of possibility and hope. Sleep is the bridge that not only carries you across, but also gently reshapes you for the journey to come. This crossing is not sudden or harsh, but slow and unfolding. Like the sunrise spreading color over the clouds, your mind moves softly through cycles of rest and dreaming, healing and remembering. settling old threads and spinning new ones. Each moment of sleep is part of the great weaving of your life's tapestry. One remarkable gift sleep offers is the integration of your experiences. Memories from the day, moments bright and shadowed, are tenderly folded into the vast, intricate fabric of your identity. Sleep helps you understand the meaning behind events, not just their details. It's as if each dream adds a gentle stitch, binding past and present, heart and mind. This weaving of memory and meaning helps you awaken not just with knowledge but with wisdom, the quiet insight that guides your steps. As your sleeping brain rehearses feelings and thoughts, it softens sharp edges, resolves conflicts, and sometimes brings new perspectives born of the strange freedom of dreams. Sleep also fosters resilience, the inner strength to face challenges with calm and courage. When you rise, you carry with you the restoration of body and mind. Yes, but also the quiet confidence nurtured in the unseen hours when healing took place. Like a tree rooted deeply in fertile soil after a night of gentle rain, you are steadied and ready. The bridge of sleep is woven from rhythms as old as life itself, connection to the cycles of nature. Your body's internal clock, the circadian rhythm, guides the flow of your energy and rest, echoing the pulse of the sun and moon. When this rhythm aligns, sleep feels effortless and restoring, the perfect passage from one day to the next. But sleep is more than biology. It is poetic, mysterious, and deeply personal. In dreams, you might glimpse hopes not yet spoken, fears quietly admitted, or questions without answers, all carried in symbolism and feeling. You enter a realm where logic loosens its grip, allowing your spirit to explore beyond the horizon of waking thought. It is here, in this liminal space between night and day, that creativity often awakens. Dream images and ideas, freed from the constraints of reason, may plant seeds that bloom in the daylight. Artists, scientists, writers, and dreamers alike have found inspiration in the whispers that drift across this bridge. Yet, this passage between night and dawn requires care. When your sleep is fragmented or too short, the bridge feels shaky and the journey more difficult. You might awaken feeling unsteady, as if you never quite reached the shore of rest. This is a soft reminder of the vital importance of honoring sleep's place in your life. Consider now how you might gently nurture this bridge each night. A steady rhythm of rest, peaceful surroundings, and kindness to your body and mind all help smooth the crossing. Just as a traveler prepares before a journey, you prepare for sleep by letting go of worry, slowing your breath, and inviting calm to settle like soft mist. The moments before sleep are sequitur, time to gently release the day's grip and open to the quiet unknown. In this calm, you may find a flicker of gratitude for the day gone by, a tender hope for the day ahead, or simply the peace of being held by night's soft embrace. And remember, this bridge is not a solitary path. You are joined by countless others, near and far, waking and sleeping, each crossing their own horizon. There is comfort in this shared journey, a reminder that sleep connects us all in the tender mystery of rest and renewal. As you prepare to step onto this bridge tonight, breathe deeply and feel the soft strength that carries you. Let the gentle pulse of night guide you onward, weaving your dreams with wisdom, your rest with resilience, your darkness with light. What quiet transformations await you as you cross from night into dawn? What new stories will your mind weave into the fabric of your life? The answers come softly, in whispers and images, in restful moments and gentle dreams. So close your eyes and trust the crossing, the gentle bridge between your days, where sleep becomes the quiet harbor and dreams the map that shows the way. Good night, dear traveler. Your journey awaits beyond the horizon. Softly woven through the night's embrace are echoes shaping time and space. What slumbers deep in shadowed rest gives waking life its quiet best. As you rest beneath the velvet night, your sleep does more than simply pause your waking world. It gently reaches beyond the darkness and whispers its tender influence into the day to come. Sleep is the silent sculptor of your waking self, the humble artist shaping your thoughts, feelings, and even your very being with quiet grace. Don't imagine the moments of stillness in your bed as a gentle stream flowing beneath the surface of consciousness, unseen but deeply felt. While you sleep, this stream carries with it the treasures gathered from the night's work: renewed strength, sharpened focus, soothed emotions, and freshly sown memories that will color your tomorrow like a soft dawn light. One of the most remarkable gifts given by sleep is cognitive clarity. When you awaken from restful slumber, your mind feels lighter, clearer, like a sky after rain has swept away the dust. Sleep resets the brain's circuits, pruning unnecessary noise, reinforcing important pathways, and restoring your ability to think, learn, and solve problems. This is no small feat. Your brain, after a day of juggling countless sensory inputs, decisions, and emotions, needs sleep to reset its balance. The slow waves of deep sleep and the vivid rehearsals of REM dreams act like a mindful cleaning crew and a creative rehearsal stage, allowing your neurons to strengthen their connections while removing weaker or distracting signals. Remember those moments when a confusing problem suddenly unfolds into effortless understanding after a night's rest, or when an idea that eluded you during the day blossoms clearly as you wake. That's sleep's gift, quietly knitting together pieces of knowledge and insight beyond the reach of your waking mind. Alongside cognition, sleep shapes your emotional resilience, the loving framework that helps your heart weather life's storms. After sleep, you often find a soothing calm, a gentler perspective on troubles, and a softer heart toward yourself and others. This emotional balance flows from the careful work of your dreaming mind. In dreams, your brain rehearses reactions to feelings and memories, practicing how to handle fear, joy, sadness, and love without overwhelming you. It is as if each night your emotions are rehearsed softly, like a gentle dance. So when you awake, your spirit carries a quiet strength, ready to meet the day's uncertainties with grace. Moreover, the secret language of your dreams often lines the edges of your waking thoughts with creativity and imagination. Sleep expands your mind beyond the limits of logic, opening doors to new possibilities. This creative spark fuels art, innovation, and the subtle beauty found in day-to-day moment solutions discovered, stories crafted, music composed in the quiet spaces shaped by dreams. Sleep also connects deeply with your body's rhythms, shaping your physical vitality, from muscle repair and immune strength to the balance of hormones regulating appetite, stress, and growth. Restful sleep builds the scaffolding of your health. When you rise, rested, your body moves with ease, your spirit feels refreshed, and your senses awaken gently to the world. But sleep's influence is not only about renewal, it is about continuity. The night creates a flowing bridge, linking yesterday's experiences with tomorrow's hopes. As your mind weaves memory threads into the fabric of your identity, you carry forward the lessons of past days and the promise of new beginnings. This continuous thread is why sleep brings the feeling of wholeness. Your waking self is not separate from your sleeping mind, but a tapestry stitched through all those silent hours. Each moment of rest deepens the roots of who you are and who you are becoming. Yet sometimes the echoes of sleep reveal themselves in more subtle ways. Perhaps a fleeting feeling of peace washes over you in a quiet moment, or an unexpected smile warms your heart. Maybe a solution to a problem appears gently, without effort, or courage to face a challenge rises from a place you hadn't noticed before. All these are traces of sleep's handiwork, soft echoes from the night that remind you of the deep wisdom resting within. As you prepare to rest tonight, let yourself trust in this gentle unfolding. Know that with every breath and every dream, your mind and body are crafting a quiet miracle, renewing, creating, soothing. There is grace in surrendering to this process, peace in letting sleep shape you as you sleep. Picture yourself floating on a quiet river, carried by the steady current of night into the dawn. Feel the calm strength weaving its way into your mind and body, preparing you to greet the day anew. What soft echoes will your sleep leave behind tomorrow? What quiet wisdom will rise with the sun to guide your way? Close your eyes and listen deeply now to the echoes shaping who you are, held gently in night's tender hands, rising softly like a morning star. Good night, dear traveler. Sleep deeply and awake gently into the promise of your next day. When night's soft curtain slips away, the dawn unfolds in gentle sway. Your mind awakens, calm and clear, carrying night's whispers near. As the first light tiptoes softly over the horizon, night's deep mysteries begin to fold quietly away, making room for the gentle arrival of day. You find yourself resting at the threshold between sleep and waking, cradled in the tender embrace of a new beginning, fragrant with possibility and peace. Sleep has carried you through a sacred journey, a voyage across dreams, memories, emotions, and healing. From the sheltered cocoon of deep sleep to the vivid landscapes of dreams, Your mind and body have danced a graceful ballet without sound or spotlight, yet with profound care and intention. Tonight, as every night, the quiet dawn invites you to carry forward this gift of rest into waking life. Imagine your mind as a calm lake at daybreak, smooth and reflective. The ripples of dreams still settle softly on the surface, shimmering with the hues of the night's stories. Though the sun rises, the truths learned in sleep remain nestled within you, waiting to be seen, felt, and gently shared with the world. Gratitude swells quietly in your heart for this silent sanctuary of night, for the healing light that tended your body, for the orchestra of quiet rhythms that soothed your mind, for the secret garden where your memories took root, and for the dance of emotions that painted your dreams with color and meaning. You might not recall every detail of your dreams or the science behind sleep's magic, and yet, whether remembered or not, the impact is profound. Sleep renews your capacity for wonder, focus, and creativity. It offers grace, the power to meet the day with softness, even amidst challenges, patience amid noise, and kindness toward yourself and others. As your body wakes, warmth spreads from the core outward like gentle sunshine. Your breath deepens, carrying you forward into the rhythm of waking moments. Your heart steady and sure, it beats a steady drum that ties together all that you are, resting and rising, dreaming and doing, healing and growing. The wisdom of sleep whispers softly. Life is a cycle of ebb and flow, light and dark, work and rest. Each night's quiet acts build the foundations for the day's bright possibilities. In this balance, there is peace, a harmony that holds you amidst change. Now, imagine carrying a small lantern inside you everywhere you go, the soft glow of what you learned in sleep. It's a light of calm curiosity that helps you move gently, think deeply, and open to the beauty around you. Sometimes this light is bright and full, other times a quiet flicker, but it is always there, your companion through every dawn. As this new day begins, you have a choice to remember the sacredness of rest, to honor your body's need for renewal, and to walk with open eyes and warm heart. Each breath you take is a silent prayer to balance and beauty, to the endless dance of night and day that shapes all life. Perhaps you feel a fresh curiosity, wondering about the stories your next night of sleep will bring, the new insights your dreaming mind will spin, or the ways your body will heal and grow. This curiosity is a gentle invitation, a soft thread woven through the fabric of your being. And so, dear traveler, with this final chapter, the quiet journey of sleep draws to a close for now. But remember, each night's rest is an open door, a safe harbor, and a wellspring of renewal. Sleep is not merely an ending or a pause, but a continuous, loving embrace that sustains you through endless nights and bright mornings. It is the quiet heart of your life's story, beating softly beneath the surface. Close your eyes now, breathing slow and deep, feeling the tender peace of all that has been and all that is yet to come. Your mind retreats once more to the gentle embrace of dreams, while your waking self stands ready. Whole and infinitely cared for. Good morning, dear traveler. The dawn awaits, soft, bright, and full of gentle grace. Carry the night's whispers with you today, and know that you are deeply loved always.